Are you tired of waking up at 8 a.m., going to work at 9 a.m., and getting off at 5, slaving for somebody who doesn't really care about you or your well-being, living like a robot just to get by? Have you ever wondered to yourself, how do I get to financial freedom? How do I create wealth and long-term longevity for me and my family for generations and generations to come? Well, you in the right place today, because at Jug Rich Trades, we spilling all the info that they don't want you to know, man. If you're new here, welcome to Jug Rich Trades. And if you're a returning viewer and been yapping in, I appreciate you, man. Around here in Jug Rich Trades, we helping you reach financial freedom with trading options off of your phone or computer in the stock market. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm gonna be putting y'all onto all the free game that has to do with the market, upcoming news in the market, tech analysis, fundamental analysis, and teaching you step by step how to grow your account from as small as $100, $500 to the moon. You understand what I'm saying? With that being said, I have restarted my trading account, and we will be doing a lot of live trading videos as the year goes on, man. Moving into the New Year's. Oh yeah, Happy New Year's to everybody too, man. But as I was saying, we will be doing a lot of live trading sessions, and y'all will watch me build this account from 10K that it's at right now to well over 100K, 200K by the end of the year, man. Mark my words. So without further ado, let's get into some spot analysis for the first trading day of the year, man. And also, if you're new to trading options, this video will help you understand a lot of beginner things, but I would heavily recommend you go watch this video that I'll put in the card right here. Intro to Robinhood, how to set up your Robinhood to be able to options trade in the stock market with us. You understand what I'm saying? So make sure y'all check that out after watching this video, man. So first things first, man, I'm screen recording on my laptop so y'all can follow along with me, man. And I want to go over some basics so y'all can follow along with me while I am explaining this spot analysis if you are a beginner. If you're not a beginner, still follow along with me so this can be reiterated in your mind, man. What is support and resistance when I refer to support and resistance in the stock market? By definition, support and resistance are price levels that act as barriers to prevent the market from moving beyond them. Support acts as a floor when the market is coming down, while resistance acts as a ceiling when the stock market is going up. So what does this mean, man? Support is the price that there's a lot of buyers stacked up at when a stock is moving down, which causes it to bounce up off of this level, or reject a couple of times and then bounce up off of this level. And resistance is the ceiling, the roof. When the stock is running up, these are where sellers are stacked up at heavy to cause the stock to move back down after hitting it and rejecting it. You understand what I'm saying? So now we're gonna move over to trading view on the SPY, excuse me. And for any of y'all that don't know, the SPY is a ETF that's made up of all the biggest market makers, which are the big tech stocks, the big AI stocks, the big consumer stocks such as Apple, Nvidia, Tesla, Walmart. You understand what I'm saying? So I like to trade this on a daily because it does have very volatile exponential moves, and it just makes sense, man. So let's get into some analysis for this. So right now I have tradingview.com pulled up on the screen. Again, tradingview.com pulled up on the screen. And when I'm doing my technical analysis, this is chart patterns. Anything that has to do with the charts is technical analysis, man. And fundamental analysis is anything that has to do with the news on stocks. You understand what I'm saying? So when I'm doing my technical analysis, you always want to use TradingView. If you don't have that downloaded, man, if you don't have an account with them, opening an account with them is free 99. You understand what I'm saying? So we're about to go over some technical analysis and show you how you can make some money in the market this week, whether the stock market is moving up or down, because with options trading, you can play the downside on stocks too, which I will explain in momentarily. So whenever I'm trying, I always want to put it on a little bit of a higher time frame. I'm on a 30-minute right now to give me a better idea of the sentiment as a whole in the stock market. You understand what I'm saying? So you always want to look to your left. What's been going on? What levels have been getting held? Where does the stock have these bounces from? Where the stock rejects from? Supports and resistances. You understand what I'm saying? Just like we was talking about a minute ago. So I see, looking at the stock market last week, man, before we hit the New Year's, it has been relatively bearish, making lower highs all through here. Let me put this up. But just look at the cursor. Y'all can see that we've been making lower highs all week, man. And what is a lower high? It's essentially the resistance where the stock price keeps getting torn down from is getting lower, man. A lower high point on the stock. So if y'all see, it's been consistently making lower highs after getting slammed on Wednesday of last week, I believe. Yeah, after getting slammed on Wednesday of the last trading week that we was able to trade on a Wednesday, it pulled back, bounced up, and made again a new lower high, because 605 was resistance, then the 600 point turned into resistance, and so forth, man. So if we put this on a 5-minute chart and unhide the drawings, I'm gonna explain a winner that I took yesterday and made 5K on the last trading day of the year, and I'm gonna show you a loser that I took the day before that, man. So as we turn this on the lower time frame, you can change your time frame right here, man. You can hit 15 minutes, however many minutes you want, but I like to trade on the 5-minute time frame when I'm doing intraday, because it gives me my exact entry points and take profit points more specifically. You understand what I'm saying when intraday trading. So again, we look to the left on the smaller time frames, man, and as you can see, I had these little boxes are resistance zones and support zones. You understand what I'm saying? This is just how I chart, and you can do these rectangles by touching this paintbrush tool and hitting rectangle right here, man. So boom, back on our cursor. So as you can see, this level held right here on this day. It had a pop up from it, had a pop up from it. The buyers kept it up past this point, man, this little box. And if we keep scrolling to the left, we can see, okay, it got choppy in this zone, pushed past it, had multiple rejection candles from this zone on this day, and it had trouble getting past this area on the morning of this day. So we can obviously tell, okay, this is a key level. It has heavy exponential reactions from this area, man. And it's for this zone, we can keep scrolling. We see that a little bit above it held is good support on this day, man. And after it broke on the next day, it came down, rejected, retested it a couple of times, man, and then the sellers gave out on this and it kept shooting past it. So I'm like, okay, that's the next level that I should have charted relative to where SPY is at on the chart, man. We drag this back over to see on Monday and Tuesday of this week. And as I told y'all in the last video, man, if SPY doesn't break out this range, then we're going to trade in between it. Now, on Monday, I'm gonna be honest, I did get stopped out on the SPY trade twice, and I'm gonna show y'all why, man. So, off market opens, I was kind of front running the trade, man. I saw it was coming down to this support zone where, again, a lot of what are stacked up at, a lot of buyers. So this should get green when it hits that point. I seen that, okay, we got some red candles, possible rejection candle right here. I'm gonna make this bigger, possible rejection candle with these wicks right here. As y'all can see, I'm gonna delete this real quick so y'all can see it clearly. So I saw this little fake pop up and I hopped in calls on this 5-minute candle, man. And as y'all can see, it wasn't done going down quite yet. So I got stopped out soon as it came under this candle right here. That's why I had my stop loss and take profit set up as such. Hold on, delete this one. Had it set up as such, right? So I got stopped out on that trade, and then moving fast, I said, okay, this looks like it's going to still be a lot of bearishness for the day, not thinking this near a clear support zone, man. So, and it already had a $9 move down this day. So I said, okay, it had a $9 move down, but it might keep slamming. And I didn't look at the RSI, and the RSI is a good indicator of when things are overbought and oversold, man. Right here, it was red on the RSI, the relative strength indicator, which indicated that things were oversold, man, which is why I hopped into calls originally, part of the reason why. But I switched over to puts, and I said, okay, if this thing keeps bleeding, I don't want to be late to the party. So what did I do? I hopped in puts, and as y'all can see, if I would have stayed in my first trade, I would have bankrolled this day. But because I was moving a little bit too fast and front running the trades, I got stopped out twice. But I limited my losses to 1K for that day, man. And I'm going to show y'all how I made that back times 5 the next day. You understand what I'm saying? So I know that where I went wrong this day, man. I know that where I went wrong this day, and trading is a real mental battle above anything. Sometimes you have to know when to not chase losses and just stop out and know where you went wrong for the next day so you don't burn your capital up, man. So approaching the next day, I said, okay, it's near this resistance zone, man. This price held this good resistance in the pre-market. It can't get pushed up past there. So I seen one sign of rejection at near this level. All of these wicks are signs of rejection. What is a wick, man? On a candlestick, if you're new here, a wick on a candlestick, y'all see how this is a green body. The candlestick is wide green all the way through. Now, if you look at this green candle, its body right here is very, very small, around where the cursor is circling at, man. The body of this candle is very, very small, and it has wicks from the upside and the downside, which is known as a doji candle, which is a possible rejection sign. You understand what I'm saying? And right here, what did it do? Off that EMA, it did reject. So we see, okay, it had a doji off open, heavy selling pressure. Came up a little bit, tried to run up, another doji, and then a big red candle. These red candles are eating up the green move. So I'm like, okay, the selling pressure is obviously there. It came up one more time to retest this little 590.5 area, man. Put this on y'all charts for tomorrow too. It came up and rejected it again. That's why I didn't get stopped out. I was about to stop out of the trade if it would have went any higher than this level right here, man. So I said, okay, we're still good. The sellers are still up. And right here off of this little bear flag that it made, man. Well, not really a bear flag because it ran up before that. But after this consolidation zone and it broke down, I said, okay, we got the confirmation to ride this down to the next take profit area, which is the start of the support zone at 585, man. And once it got right here and I seen this possible rejection sign of this doji, that is where I sold all my cons and took all my profits. And I did bankroll 100% gains, which was roughly 4,600 on this trade. And I will put that right here so y'all know we're not doing no capping around here in Jug Rich Trades. I'm just not logged into my Robinhood on this MacBook, man. And for tomorrow, I want to put these levels again on y'all radar, because why we have been in a chop fest between here at this started support zone at 585 to 584, 583.5 roughly, if you want to give it some room. And then the resistance where the stock keeps getting slammed from starts at 591, man. So look for puts on the rejection until we break out past 592.5, man. And what contracts are we grabbing if we think that the stock is going to keep going up, man? We are buying call options. Call options is simply saying that you think that the stock is going to go above a certain strike price. The reason I was able to make money on Tuesday, which was yesterday, man, last trading day of 2024, which turned out beautiful, is because I bought puts. Puts is simply saying that you think the stock is going to go below a certain strike price from the time that you enter, man. So I entered up here and rolled the trend down, which is why I was able to make money in both the directions. You understand what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna keep y'all here for too long, man. That's all I wanted to put on y'all radar for today's video, man. If you enjoyed this video, please go watch the rest that's on this playlist, man. And till next time, we out.